Clips, clips. And remember, citizens, subscribe, hit the bell, all will be well. And Alex Jones will keep you out of hell for $9.99, $9.95, including shipping. Alright, you boob tubes. I want to. Just making sure the bells and the whistles are actually working. You know, in the Eve one and all. Oops, a daisy. Jesus, used to have a set up. I hope these are all good. Surviving the old COVID. And what have yous? Right there, aye, we're all good. In the hood. Mic check. Oops, a daisy. A mic check. I'm on the two. Right, I think I need to do that a wee bit. Alright. Done. So, good evening. Welcome to Not the Infowars Nightly News, which is ironic because I don't even think the Infowars Nightly News exists anymore. Does it? I don't know. Alright, who cares? There's Soph, Ellie Media, Blazing Stars, and Richie was in the chat earlier as well. And I turned this my other computer on late in the day, and my mouse isn't loose about the house, which is a pain in the feckin' shitter. But onwards and upwards to infinity and beyond. And all that great stuff. Blazing Richie was in earlier, so who cares? What not? So, put a wee show on tonight because I felt I had something to say. That I don't know, I don't listen to that much YouTube anymore, but when I do dive in, I don't hear anybody else talking about it. It reminds me of, I can't even remember what movie it is, but there's a bit when there's this like stupid dog, and any time it can be like winning the lottery and it'll just go squirrel, and like that, his attention will go elsewhere. And that's what Big Bobo Johnson's done a breach, isn't he? He's just done a wee shimmy. Like a wee fucking like Davy Cooper, man. Knocked the ball fucking right round the defence and just fucking sprant on. Now everybody's pummeling him for... What's he getting pummeled for now? Oh, talking about Keir Starmer being in charge of the ship when the ship didn't charge Jimmy Savile. But apparently Bobo Johnson's meant to apologise for this because Bobo Johnson has this is the deliberate shimmy. You know, everybody's like pointing fingers, go, get him! Paedophile supporter! Snap team! Red team! Blue team! All getting fucking, I don't know what, but the shit I see anyway, fuck's sake. The shit I see anyway, everybody's distracted, caught up in the merry-go-round of the fucking politics. You're like, hold on a sec. Are you aware of the game? Can you see what's going on here? Like them, love them, just enjoy the fucking show, man. And if not, fucking do something about it. Let's doubt it. And if you are getting wound up, we'll get into this shit later as well. Oh shit, did I just... No, I didn't cancel that. Right, but... what was I going to do there? Oh, I love pointing at this. This isn't touching distance of fucking known history, man. There's no ifs. There's no buts. There's no maybes. There's 1,001 fucking scholars, 1,001 fucking sources telling you this is kind of the way it went down in the town. And no cunts fucking... Everybody's like, Bobo Johnson had a bottle of wine. For fuck's sake. They're all in it together, man. This is just politics. And right now what's happening is this is just a political witch hunt against Bobo Johnson, which makes me think, why? Why? This is the man that's fucking done away with the whole of the fucking lockdown. Yes! Come on, the West Ham. One result off my coupon. This is the man, right, and fucking I hate Bobo. In fact, I don't hate Bobo Johnson, I don't know him. In fact, I guarantee if I met him in the boozer and we had a few pints together, I would have a whale of a fucking time. I don't agree with his politics. I hate hoity-toity fucking toffs. Aye, me and him would never have a pint together or whatever, but everybody's bouncing about, I hate him, whoa. You met this individual. Do you understand the role they're playing? It's like hating Nick Cotton. It's like hating Dirty Den. You know? You're hating characters that are playing a position and a part. And behind the scenes, behind the curtain is where our interesting shit's going on. And behind the curtain they're all kind of just like backstabbing each other. Fucking shimmying for position. Leaking out stories about fucking pig fucking and all that. Remember that one about David Cameron? Fucking a pig or doing something with a pig or something, man. That was a peach. True or not, you could believe it or not, you'll never know. And that's the beauty about the show. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty about politics, mudsticks. Politics is perception, like a lot of shit. It's all perception. If people... Yes, Monaco. If people perceive David Cameron's fucked a pig or kissed a pig or stuck his fucking dick in a pig or something, get fucked off a pig, I don't know, these fucking cunts doing a fucking good night out. Up here it's sheep, down there it's pigs. Dirty bastards. Anyway, so... I think people, well, I don't know, I think people should do whatever they fucking want, right? But here's a different way of looking at it, or maybe just to calm your jets and stop bouncing about fucking getting involved in the Great Fear. I mean, look what happened to Keir Stammer the other night with the Baying mob, the fucking great unthinking at the gates. Fucking want to chop people's heads off! Cause of fucking unfounded allegations and all that kind of shit. Right? And before you... And do you know there's some fucking small IQ'd morons out there now shouting at if they watch this going, that he's a paedophile supporter! Cool people have been turned batshit crazy with this stuff. Because they're getting tuned to the moon and wound up by... by other people... by other people for their cause and not their own cause. I said ages ago selfishness would save the world, and it would. It'd see selfishness, it'll save you from the great fear. Right? And I don't mean be a horrible, selfish bastard. I just mean don't fucking stick to your own unless somebody shits on your doorstep, don't shit on theirs. But everybody's gallivanting around the fucking country right now. We're white knighting, isn't they? I mean, Tommy Robinson done it, didn't he? He got the Baying mob at the fucking gates of Parliament. Like that, climbing the gates of Parliament, man. He brought the football hooligans down, man. You don't fuck with the football teams, alright? That's... And, he had a Baying mob at the gates of Parliament. Not one of them could tell you what happened last week, never mind fucking a couple of fucking 100 years ago, which is in touching distance of known history. What actually happened? What's actually happening? Oh, hold on, I just got distracted there. There we go. Cheech, who cares in the evening, sirs? So I hate to point to that all the time, man, but I do like to point to it because it makes a very good point. I think that's what my perception, my belief is going on right now. and why I think it's crazy to get caught up with the politics of it all. Politics isn't new, right? The ancient Greeks controlled the populace, and again, this isn't Looney Tune fucking hairy fairy shit. This is a lot of very knowledgeable scholars over hundreds, if not thousands of years with the Greeks, studying the written history that they can decipher. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't know if you know what I mean, but I know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? But it's an annoying fucking mannerism we've got up here, you know what I mean? The Romans are the best political system to go and study. Well, they're not the best, right? You make your own mind up, but they're an interesting one because they're so well documented. And not only are they well documented, they're documented by many scholars from many alliances, allegiances, so on and so forth. You know, it's not just one singer, one song, which is why the medieval kings of old, when they came out of the Dark Ages and all that, thrived for that. See all the written down shit that the Romans left when they were fucking off back to Rome, when we cooked their asses. Their empire just fucking imploded, didn't it? We didn't kick their ass. But like I tried, but failed. There was a few victories. But then that was the stuff that fucking King Arthur and all that were fighting over. You know, all the kings and queens and whatnot, banshees, everything in between that were fighting over when all the Romans fucked off in the Dark Ages, which never really get locked down. So on and so forth. But anywho, so political systems are well known. Many a time has political systems, the populace being controlled like puppets, where the politicians, the political class, the aristocracy, the kings, the queens, ding 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 ding, ringing the bells, above us, manipulating us to dance to their tune, to suit their purposes and their power plays within their structure. And that's what's happening just now. And I'm out. I'm Lord Houston. I'm fucking the Lord of Houstonia. I've got my own land. Starting small, building big. But that's kind of the way I perceive all this stuff and try it, and I don't get caught up in all the politics of it all. Whereas, like, you get Tommy Robinson moaning about all the migrants and the people that agree with that fucking perception. I know they'll say it's a reality, right, but it's all perception. And look, I may or may not agree that these glasses are wonky, but, and that's the thing as well, I may or may not agree with a lot of the politics. That, let's just use Tommy Titbag as an example, right? But there's lots of them out there now because of the explosion of the interwebs. But there's lots of points that he touches on that if he sat me down and spoke to me mano a mano, you would find that we're pretty much on the same page. But I understand that he's not there genuinely saying that. He may share these beliefs, but he's doing it as part of a BM, I believe, because he was part of the BMP, and I don't think he fucking gave up that membership. I just think he went, going underground, little Tommy Robinson, still BMP, going underground, he's still BMP, can't you fucking see, yeah! See, on tour next week, yo. So, that's the way I see Tommy Titbag, and why, like, yeah, I may agree with some of the shit he might be saying and pointing out, but understand he's using, I think I understand he's using it as tools and mechanisms to control the populi. And who knows, maybe there's somebody standing on top of him going, talking about little Tommy tit bag. But anyway, so we've not got any real politicians or politics around right now. We're all getting wound up left, right and centre. There's lots of stuff I do and do not agree with. There's lots of fucking agendas getting put. Agendas everywhere. You know, I think see in the truther community, agendas are like books to what's an opera? You know, everybody gets agendas! Agendas everywhere! Look under your seat, there's agendas! Agendas for everybody! I thought that was funny. But there's lots of shit getting fucking put in place and all that, but I try and understand the greater game that's going on, and I think I do. It's basically like the West trying to... I know if everybody just thinks there's one entity, the New World Order, coming into fruition, but I think it's a lot more complicated than that. Far more complicated than that. And what I think is you've got the rise of China, India. China's priority to put in the fucking box, because if they don't put them in the fucking box by 2050, they're going to rule the fucking roost. And when you rule the roost, you can act like America and Britain have for the last couple of 100 years. Pew, 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 give me your shit, motherfucker. Pew, 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 that's mine. Pew, 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 pew. So, that's kind of the way I see that. But, Tommy Titbag, thanks Richie for the links. Is getting sued, or is being sued, or is losing, or filed for bankruptcy. He's doing some financial jiggery pokery, I think, to try and keep his dough. Which is fair enough. Anybody will try and do that, you know? Move your assets around and stuff. But somebody should have been sensible and got him onto that. Anywho, I've talked enough piss. But that's just the way I see what's going on just now. The great fear. People are getting pulled in left, right and centre. Right, let's see what... Oh, Jesus Jones. This was sent to us by Who Cares. And you're going to have to spend time with it. But it's from the University of Chicago. Old Town Chicago. I think it's something like that. I don't know. Was it in Annie? Why leaders lie. The truth about lying in international politics. With John Mearsheimer. Easy for me to say. Now, and this fits into what I was kind of saying earlier on, in the sense of, to understand politics and what's going on just now, just touch base lightly with the Greek system. It's kind of morphed and transferred into the Roman system, which transferred into the bastardised British system. The British system was kind of based on the common law stuff that came about. Was it 1215, wasn't it? That was kind of the birthplace of it, but it was kind of sort of certified and ratified as is during the Reformation. Because that's when you had the separation of who's King Dong. That's why when you go into the Rangers dressing gown, you've got two pictures of the Queen. I mean, that's why when you go into any court of the land, you'll get pictures of the Queen. You go to any court in the Commonwealth, and I think I'm not speaking out of place here, any court in the Commonwealth, and in that court, above every cunt else, you'll get a picture of Her Majesty. Now, people just see her as Queen. Nobody ever refers to her as a Pope. I heard somebody on the radio the other day like, a lot of people think the Archbishop of Canterbury is a Pope. He isn't. And I know he's a fucking Archbishop. Who's the fucking Pope then, motherfucker? Who's King Dong? Up here in Scotland, it's the baby Jesus. But down in England, it's Her Majesty. It's a weird way the world works, but you need to go and study your Reformation history to understand it. But the history of fucking religion is intertwined with law, because where did a lot of people get the power? Invested in them. Well, initially the Queen could chop your head off because she's or the King, because they were God's representative and all that. Anywho, so I'll share that link. It's very interesting listening. And again, it's it might bore a lot of people because it's not like Alex Jones and all that. But I think it's like, that's the kind of stuff I like to put on at night time, you know? Chill you the fuck out, but give you something to think about. I even got a link for my stream in here. So thanks for that. Who cares? Right, where was I? What button did I need to push? Push the button. What else? Oh man, it's just made me think of Kieran's Starmer. Now this is an independent news organisation, but they just seem to suck the fucking cock off of fucking everything the SNP says and hate everything else that everybody else says. This guy's the funniest man. Somebody only showed him to me.
I'm Liddy, and we're going to discuss tonight's main news.
Just listen to how smooth, Keir Starmer smooth he is. He's as smooth as Starmer.
So the first thing we're going to start with, Brian, is the COVID statement from the First Minister. Nicola Sturgeon was on her feet for a couple of hours, wasn't she, today in the Parliament? So you've been looking at the whole thing. So what did she say, first of all, for the general situation? Where are we now with
We're talking about Sturgeon.
The Omicron infection?
Yeah, well, on the whole...
Don't jail me, Hitler!
It's
optimistic.
And I would say that if you were to sum the First Minister's briefing up in one phrase, it would be steady as she goes, I would say. The figures are all broadly stable, and all the figures are coming down by about 5% on a daily basis over the past week or so. The recent return to work and return to school has meant and the lifting of some measures since December.
This is Revington stuff.
There's been some rise in, well, there is still some fairly high
These
figures
gentlemen
overall,
deserve
but,
a medal.
They're not too unduly concerned.
Fuck if you know how people with glasses feel now.
The weekly ONS report has said that last week
one person Zeke Hall, the SNP!
Scotland had COVID.
Got my mask on. I'm Zeke Allen, our dear Führer.
There's a slight easing in the number of people
and
in hospitals,
hopefully I won't get arrested by
Super
Police Force Scotland! Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No! It's Super Police Force fucking Scotland!
The First Minister said that we're moving into what
I love that, man. You look like Shredder.
There's going to be less frequent figures.
Michelangelo,
over the weekend.
I'm going to come down there with Rockstead and Bebop
on Monday.
and ninja your ass!
So the situation's much more positive than she had hoped for when they were looking ahead to projections, and she puts that down to three things. One is that
hurry up, fucking baldy! That's against.
Figures are getting lower.
Hurry up, follicle challenged gentlemen.
Hospital is still in the hundreds.
I apologise for my misappropriated hate speech earlier on. Please do not report me to our dear Führer.
It's quite interesting that one of the things that the First Minister emphasised was that the current measures
fucking hurry up!
If you're let's say and some of the
the bit that I turned it on, it was fucking gold. Honestly, apparently he just does it all the time. Apparently,
case for independence becomes stronger. That's a point to take up in at the end. It looks as well. First of all, I suppose it's worth noticing we seem to have started an independence referendum campaign, Brian, when I thought there wasn't going to be one. But
I just tripped up and my dick ended up in the referendum campaign. Thank you, Sturgeon. I had no idea. I just tripped up and my SNP, my independent dick, just rocketed towards the SNP fucking a referendum. Woohoo! You fucking gimps.
the campaign has started, even without the referendum.
These guys can't hear
I would say that
themselves.
The campaign probably has unofficially started.
Oh fuck, don't
coming
drink
from
coffee and put a mask on, man. It
side of things. I would
stinks.
say that was
Fuck
clear
this,
if
can't
you got First Minister's questions last week, with the question from, I'm struggling to remember his name now, the Conservative MSP. Anyway, never mind. It'll come to me. It will come to me. I can see.
Honestly, they say about 2 minutes worth of content and 58, or whatever that is, 56.
Face. So.
Right,
So
this
those
is
are
the
main
worst. Where's
being
the
the
best
passage
bit?
of government legislation. Andrew Stewart, who was Deputy Chief Whip, is moved to be Minister for Housing in the Department for Levelling Up Housing
He's proven
and
me to be a
Communities,
liar.
taking over from
Hate
Christopher
him.
Pincher, who's expected to become a whip. Andrew becomes the 11th Housing Minister in 12 years, a continual churn, which housing groups have argued means that the sector is not properly considered by government. Labour criticised the new job for Mark Spencer, saying,
It didn't quite work. I should have fucking bookmarked the bit that I turned it on it and he was like, I couldn't say 3 words without pure stammering, man. He must have lost his shit. He must have fucked up and his bottle went. He's just like, oh my god, I'm live on air. There's 2 people watching me, man. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. You see the studio these motherfuckers are rocking, man. Guys, you shouldn't have cast in your pension and fucking bought that studio to Zeke Howe for the SNP. Seriously, our dear Führer doesn't need your help. She's doing alright on her own. Right. Anyway, I thought that was... It would have been funny if we found the fucking right bit, but... Anyway. So what's this? Oh, this is Tommy Robinson. Good stuff, man. They're doing a GoFund. GoFund Tommy! Oh man, I wish I could find my thumbnail where Tommy Robinson's... I've put Tommy Robinson on Del Boy's fucking heat. Tommy Robinson's seat on Del Boy's body, standing next to the van like that, buy my t-shirts. Buy Tommy's t-shirts off his missus. Oh wow, man. Oh, you know what? Mate, you better ask Jim Dawson to start well, this is my belief. Get the BNP to start a wee fucking round up for you, mate. They'll keep you and your missus looked after when you're away and whatnot. You know, as is written into the Constitution and whatnot, all that jazz. You've got to love Easter for the mini eggs. But that's what happens when you put... Listen, I'm not educated, but that's what happens when you put an uneducated dude hyped up in cocaine in front of a camera 24/7 running a BNP covert op against Muslims. You get found out and sued. But I find it funny. So I had to live, so I couldn't get stuff together for little Hitler just as of yet. I will do that later on the fly. Live. Right, 1 wee second. I need to check my bookies line here. Hold on, can I show this? Aye. No. Yeah. Let me see if he can share in. Oh shit! Grimsby, get your fucking finger out! And man, you again, you fucking gimps! Anyway, I just wanted to check my line out. That'll be a wee surprise for later. But I did get the wee story set together that I want to talk about Bobo. And this is actually the whole point of the show. Are there any real politicians or political parties anymore? Sorry, I do have to keep my energy up. And in this country, right, I've said this many a time, I don't perceive myself as being old, but that's beginning to change. And I've been here long enough, and I can remember enough changes to see what's happened politically. Especially as for the past 10, 12 years, I've pretty much done nothing but watch fucking news all the time, you know? Get tuned to the moon with that shit. Trying to understand the Illuminati. So, I forgot what I was saying there. Oh, I've noticed in this country the absolute political change. Now, back in the day, I used to say, oh, to bring in a new world order, you have to destroy the old world order. But it's just the shifting of the tides which always happen. But there is no doubt that we're at a absolutely, like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It's like a critical point, a critical change, but that makes it sound like I'm pure doom-mongering. But at one of those moments in history, this is the best way of saying it. But at one of those moments in history where there's going to be massive change. Boom! Nailed it! That's exactly what I wanted to say. Now, just let me ponder that while I smoke my pipe. I think everybody that wears checkered shirts is copying me. Pontificate. Shit. Fuck. Coopin's fucked. What is Punk and the whiskey? How you doing, Punk? Right, hold on, I need to use the Spaceballs technique. In the new world order, you have to destroy the old world order. Oh, right, it's just the shifting of the tides. Absolutely, like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It's like a See, love being in Spaceballs. See, Spaceballs predicted the future. What was saying was, we are at a point in history where there's a massive change happening in there with all the technology that's coming in. The West clearly going after China. And we've seen it, like, and all I can speak about, right, is what I've seen in my doorstep. Scotland and UK is large, at large. Now, in Scotland, up here, when I was born, when I became politically aware, we had Conservatives, we had Labour. You knew what they stood for. Right? It was very fucking clear. There was a red car and there was a blue car, and they both stood for fucking their own shit. They came from their own places and they stood for their own principles. Right? Fast forward to today, we're in an SNP dictatorship. And I'll get to her nationalism, which isn't nationalism if you're just going to take your sovereignty and go, here, thank you, Westminster. Here, Brussels. You know what I mean? Don't make fucking sense. It ain't real. That is fake. There is no real political parties. There is no real politicians. They're all full of shit spinning a fucking yarn, and that's basically my end point. But this is my start and my end point. Anyway, so Conservative, I mean, go and look at the fucking meaning of this shit. Point a politician to a fucking dictionary and go, tell me this isn't 1984 we're staying in. Up is down, left is right. And if that's true, we stay in 1984. Hello, Bobag. That's a greeting in 1984, you know, because it's reversed. So, shit. Forgot that everything's miniature. Right. Conservative. Traditionalist. Bobo fucking Johnson's a political schizo-fucking-phrenic, which has been proven. And I'll fucking go and show you. Well, it's proven in the eyes of the fucking great fucking Kips Clips. Traditional, conventional, orthodox and stable. None of that shit applies. Right, then go and look what it fucking tries to slip in when it tells you what the political leaning of conservatism is. A person who is adverse to change and holds traditional values. Do you see how newspeak that is? I seen that old COVID doctor dude that I sometimes listen to talking about this shit today, man, and it just makes you remember the shit that you forgot years ago. And it's like, it was when I pointed to that news article that was in the BBC, and it was when the vaccination was just rolled out, and it was talking about, let me get this right, because it's so fucked up, you have to, my stupid, you know, I think my autism, no, my dyslexia has saved me for all this pish. I hope so anyway. But, what was it saying? It was when the vaccine was first rolled out, and it says 1/3 of new COVID cases are unvaccinated. Which, surely the story would be when the vaccination had just been rolled out, oh fuck, 2/3 have all been vaccinated. All the new cases have still been vaccinated. Surely that'd be the story, unless you're trying to newspeak it. That's the best example I've ever seen in my life of newspeak. 1/3 of new cases are unvaccinated. Anyway, still twist my melon, man. So, we're staying in a world where the Conservative Party isn't conservative, or the Conservative leader isn't conservative. He's a political schizophrenic. I remember this for fucking back in the day. 2016. Right, think of that. 2016. Think of that in the timeline of fucking Brexit. What had and had not been done about Brexit at that time? And while you do think of that, I'm going to go and fill up my coffee. This is my commercial break. There we go, sorted. Sorry. Don't want it to get cold, or too cold. So, there's Bobo Johnson, the guy that took charge of the Conservative Party to lead us into out of Europe. He was pro-EU. Right? He was pro-EU. Do you want to know when he was pro-EU? When it looked like God, man, see all the names and fucking shit that's been programmed into you over this left-right fucking bullcrap war. All the pro-EU. He was pro-EU when it looked like we were going to remain in the European Union. See, as soon as the polls started to show that it was going to go the other way, he jumped ship. Opportunist. That's what this is one of the points I'm trying to make. And this was part of his shimmy as well. But he didn't start thinking Brexit was a good idea because he thought it was a good idea. He thought Brexit was a good idea because he could see how he could use that to manipulate the populi into getting him into fucking power. And that's the way I see this whole game playing out. Not that Bobo Johnson believes in this and he believes in that and oh my god, he was going down to the garden and having a glass of wine and all that. That is absolute political smoke screen. I don't even know if it's a smoke screen, but it's a. You can clearly see there's concerted effort to get him out. I mean, what the fuck was that I heard today? Oh right, it's that Keir. I can't say his fucking. I think it's a Scottish name as well, and I can't say it right. Keir Starmer. Do you know what? I'm just going to stammer over it all the time, and it looks like I'm making a joke. Good idea, Batman. Anyway, so there's Bobo Johnson, 2016. What the fuck's this? This is Channel 4 News. Fact check. You can shove your fucking fact checkers up your ass. Honestly, man, this is. I don't mind it. It's just a load of shite, and a lot of people will just. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, what was this? This is 2019, right? Why the fuck's that there? Alright, a string of articles for the Telegraph on. There we go. Fact box. Is it me that just jumps to something sexual when I hear that? Must be just me. Must be just me. Dooby 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 doo. Right, where was that? See, I'm trying to spin hundreds of plates here. So, die-hard Eurosceptic or opportunist. I just had dates. It's the painting 2019 again. Well, but this is the thing. all politicians are opportunists. There's no real parties, and there's no real politicians. They're all sitting in that fucking two sides of that house going with a big rule book of what they can and cannot fucking say. And then afterwards, hold on, somebody told me this the other day, and this will, if you've not heard the answer to this will blow you away. How many pubs and bars are in the Houses of Parliament? Dooby 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 doo. Right, let me just. Man, the fucking coupons boss, but fuck it do. Dooby dooby doo. 30 bars for me and you. All these bars are subsidised by me and you. They can get a cheaper pint than you can in Witherspoons, you fucking cuntbags. Now, this is where all the business goes. This is where all the real fucking negotiations go on. See, when they're in the bar and all that, they're not going, my right honourable gentlemen. This is where the real fucking hustle and bustle and all that goes on, I would argue. I thought it was more, to be honest. 8 million per year. Don't you just love it? The mother of all parliaments! That's what they say, innit? Mother of all fucking parliament. Are there bars in the House of Parliament? Are you fucking joking? There's fucking opium dens, dungeons, underground tunnels, hookers and blow 24. You better believe it, man. Oh, that's what I believe. Anywho. So, let's just going over the Conservative Party, right? The Conservative Party don't stand for as long as I've paid attention, never stood for any of those principles that Google will tell you stands for conservatism. Their leader can't make their mind up whether they're conservative or not, or pro-EU or not. He's a political schizophrenic, like them all, opportunists. All he did is want to seek power, and he seeked it at the expense of fucking... And do you know what? I remember years ago when Bobo was floating about when he was the Mayor of London. And you could see every time he was in an interview, he would just be like if you actually muted his muted the audio, what you would see is like you would see somebody like going, I just farted in this lift a belter, man. Yeah, it was me, man. I just shart. More than farted, a shart. You smell it. And I'm not going to admit it to any one of you little puny fucking motherfuckers. I'm Bollington Club, motherfucker. He's a baller. I think it's Bollington Club. I used to know all this shit off the top of my head. Long have I forgot. But he shark in a lift. Face. He's shark in a lift, and he ain't going to clean it up. He's going to walk about all day with that sharky mess. Oh, that's disgusting. But funny, maybe. No. But aye. So. Footage emerged of Bobo saying he would vote to stay in a single market. That's stay in EU. Single market. What date's that? 2016 again. Look how long ago that was. This shit was coming out. Over 5 years ago, man. Bobo Johnson pro-EU debate. He's many a times been caught taking a pro-European Union stance. What was this? How many pubs are in Parliament? Right. So, I don't know. Well, a few tangents, a few curveballs. Coming at you, Cleopatra. Coming at you. A few curveballs. I'm kind of showing why like politics is a pure theatre production. There is no conservatism. There is no fucking Labour Party, which I'll go on to next. There is no nationalism. It's all fat cat slap. Because see in the past, you can tell any time that fucking anybody's get anywhere near a real revolution or anything, man. Because they don't fuck about. Send the tanks in. I'm talking about it was the Battle of George Square. Battle of Glasgow, Battle of George Square. I think it's the Battle of George Square back in 1914. I think it was 1914. But it was when the Bolshevik revolution was happening over there. It was spreading over here. It kicked off over here and sent in the fucking motherfucking tanks. So, see when real revolutions come a sniffing, like communism did back in the day, they send in the motherfucking tanks. Magic magnets. I think magic magnets are magic, to be honest. I do. Who knows how magnets work? It's the voodoo. It's voodoo, I tell you. It's the devil. Stay away from magnets, me. I don't want the Satan in my brains controlling me with a 5G, motherfucker. You know, I'm going to try and do a wee small clip with B.A. Baracus like that. I ain't getting no 5G. Or the different strokes we midget did, or small little people. I don't know what the fuck. The people with the big adults that don't grow tall. They people. Ain't getting no 5G, Willis. Ain't getting no 5G, Willis. I'm trying to like put the voiceover on their voice, but probably spend about 10 days doing it and it'll turn out pish. But hey ho, it's an idea. Right. Sir Stammer. Right. Just the word Labour itself, right? Now look how Orwellian this has become. As soon as you get the PR people in charge of this shit, you're fucked. The true meaning of love of life is gone, y'all. Never lemon sherbet. Boiled sweets. Practical work, especially when it involves hard physical effort. Now, this is just the word labour. Workers, especially people who do not practice work with their hands. Who's the... Dumbass. Some cunt that cannot fucking read. Right. So, we've explored just the word Conservative, what the Conservative Party stands for, what Labour, and how they, look how they've absolutely bamboozled the whole fucking nation. Until we had little Hitler up here, of course. See, Carl! The SNP. I need to do that or she'll fucking arrest me. If I don't, Zeke Howell, my dear leader, I'll be taken away to the stocks. I'll be taken to the Chukter Castle, Edinburgh Castle. Flung down the fucking steep side. The tall side, the steep side. I knew that word was in there somewhere. So, there's just the word Labour. The history of the Labour Party in the UK. Where did it come from? What did it stand for? And why did it call itself Labour? No idea. Meeting the demand for a new political party to represent interests and needs of the urban working class. Right? Its concept, what it said in its fucking tin, it did all. Before it get bastardised with every Tom, Dick and fucking Harry wanting to stick their cock in a bit of power. Tell me what you want, baby. Oh, I'll tell you anything, just give me the power. Just give me the power! I'm exaggerating a wee bit, but that's what these cock-sucking cockroaches of politicians, every single one of them are. Career politicians don't do or say what mean what they fucking are on the tin. They're frauds, every single one of them. There's nothing worth voting for. You might as well either join the show or enjoy the show. Or fucking start rounding up the troops and storming the castle. Right. So this is a very simplistic way of looking at it. Sir! What the fuck's a sir? Well, we all know, it comes from the Middle Ages. Normans brought it here in 1066. It doesn't exist in French anymore other than Monsieur. Where's the bit? I just wanted to point to. Alright. So sir is often used for men titled as knights. Right? Power to the people. I wonder if a knight, maybe some knights, ever done a couple of days of hard graft. You know, usually knights, if not got their balls chopped off, apparently they used to make the best fucking ninjas. But apparently knights are trained for day dawn, aren't they? The soldiers are fucking back in the day. They're educated in the way of the sword. So, Keir Starmer, sorry, or Sir Keir Rodney. I think we should do some fucking fools and horses. Sorry, man, just loving this lemon sherbet. Things about him. Oh, I love her, sir. We names with titles after him, but it's his title that makes him a sir. Knights, the most honourable order of the Bath. fucking take a shower, you bastard. He's running a green agenda. Right? He's trying to tell you to save water. Save electricity. Turn your heating off. Well, mate, stop taking so many baths, you prick. You're like King Bath. This guy's like fucking Lord bathing it up. And he's... Mate, take a fucking shower. I think it's about time. You know, this has just triggered me. This has triggered me a fucking Captain Planet in me. How dare this man have a fucking Knight of the Order of the fucking Bath? Motherfucker, should be fucking shower. What kind of example are you to today's children? He's no example at all. Right, now remember, this is the leader of the Labour Party. Remember? Labour? Labour Party? Urban working class? Yeah. Sirs, our knights, and our Sir Keir Starmer is a knight of the fucking Order of the fucking Shower. That's what I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him Sir Shower. Sir fucking Shower. You should shower more, you black bastard. Oh shit, you can't use that as anymore to call somebody a stinky cunt, can't you know? You used to be able to use that to call people, you know, up here you used to call people black bastards all the time and it had nothing to do with race. You're just calling them bogging. You know, I think that's due to today's lingo for obvious reasons. But anyway, I digress. Order of the Bath! Now, here's the most honourable Order of the Shower! I think they should update that title. I personally think we should all write to our MPs. Tell them that this is out of order for the leader of the Labour Party to show this as an example to today's children who want to fucking support Captain Planet. Remember, we're killing the planet. It's going to die in 5 years. Right. Anyway, alright. What have I got here? Right, so my point being, right, we've got a non-conservative in charge of the conservative party. We've got a non-Labour party and a non-Labour Labour dude in charge of the Labour Party. Can you see what it is yet? Right? And then we're going on to the Jimmy Savile shit and all that, right? Now, I know a lot of people will just jump about and go, paedophile, 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 paedophile. But I was like, hey, I want to know what actually went on. And to me, timelines say a lot. They don't prove fuck all, but you get a general picture, a collage, that when you stand back and collect, you might get some sort of a, like, maybe some sort of a smudge of what might be going on. So, the old Jimmy Savile died in 2011, and this is when this whole thing started to unravel. The Jimmy Savile report came out in... No. Is that right or wrong? Hold on. Oh no, hold on, there we go. Jimmy Savile report came out in 2013. Right, so 2011, 2013. Just some interesting dates to remember when we go and look at... Keir Starmer. I seen that in a movie the other night, man. I was pissing my pants. Right, so let me... Too much coffee, yo. Or is it the cocaine? Who can tell? Right, the dates. The I think I remembered early on, but now I forgot to do. Is it? Yes, I forgot to do. No, look, that's him when he was younger. He ain't changed much. Oh no, that's me wonder. That's the wrong page. I'm not looking for Order of the Shower either. I'm looking for our Sir Kieran Starmer. Sir Kieran Starmer. Oh, fuck, I've spoiled the fucking end date now. Fuck, you might as well turn Coronation Street and EastEnders off now. Right, where the fuck? Alright, because I clicked on that, right. Right, here we go. Oh my, right, now you can imagine old Kiri here being down with the boys, you know, being a man of the fucking people. Woohoo! Power to the people! Because he's charged of the Labour Party, you know, that it represents and was founded on the principles of representing the urban working class. Power to the people! So, you better bet his ass he's down with the PlayStation 4s and 5s and the Xbox 99s and the Xbox 66s. Do you think he uses this as his gamer tag? Right, so I know I fucking would, man. I'm going to start using Lord Houston. He was appointed Knight Commander of the Order of the Bath. Imagine you're fucking playing Pro Evo and all that, and you're like, right, and you get paired with Knight Commander of the Order of the Shower. But yes, motherfucker, that's a fucking good name, man. But he's probably down with the kids. See, do you know what he should do, by the way? Oh my god, I've just had I should actually sell this shit. This is some political insider fucking information here. This shit could win him the election. Instead of getting out there hugging babies, he should get his ass on Fortnite, stick his fucking tag down as Knight Commander of the Order of the Bath. You know, get some training in, or get somebody to, like, piggyback, if you know what I mean. Kid on it, he's just sit there with the controller, pretend that he's playing. And, play fucking Fortnite with the kids. That's the future of kissing babies of the political world. I can see it now. The politicians of the future will play Pro Evo and fucking Fortnite. I've fucking seen the future. Look, I'm reading the coffee leaves. And I have seen the future. And the future is politicians kicking babies to the curb and playing fucking Fortnite and FIFA and all that with the fucking kids. And this cunt's going to go far. I predict I'm going to go and put money on Keir Starmer becoming the next politician and Knight Commander of the fucking Order of the Shower in Great Britain for the next fucking 40 years cause of that name. And I think he should... in fact, I think some smart arse should get themselves into PlayStation Land and Xbox Gold or whatever and steal those gamer tags. He might pay money for them. It might be like the .com boom of the future. Stealing cool fucking gamer tags for future politicians. I've cracked the code. That's it. I'm off to fucking start my gaming tag world. First, I'm going to conquer Minecraft. Right, I'll build myself a wee political base in Minecraft. A wee hub there. People can come and chill. And I'll call myself Knight Commander of the Order of the Bath and Shower. Oh man, I do amuse myself sometimes. I actually genuinely do amuse myself sometimes. But definitely, man, I'm setting up shop as Knight Lord Commander. I'm already Lord Houstonia. Lord of Houstonia. So now I need to be Knight Lord Commander. I need to get myself a fucking cooler title. It's not just cool enough being Lord. I want something like Knight Commander of the Order of the Shower. Man, that's fuck. Oh man. Next goal. I'm not happy with just one lordship. I want some fucking knight commander fucking shit. I want to become a knight commander. Not just a knight commander. This fucking cunt's cool as fuck. In fact, I take it back, Kieran. I'm on board with you, mate. And if you look at his name, he's Keir, Scottish name, and he's a starman. Illuminati coming at ya. Oh, it's Cleopatra, isn't it? But anyway, I just want to talk about the dates and Jimmy Savile, because that's what old Bobo Johnson's getting ribbed for now, right? And think if this it was ungentlemanly conduct, because everybody knows Keir Starmer was given his sir-ship and his Knight Commander of the Order of the Bath and Shower ship, because he was in charge of the Crime Prosecution Service when the ship Jimmy Savile was going through. He was not in charge of the operation, but he was in charge of the fucking crime prosecution system, the designated the person that went and fucking was in charge of the operation. So there's the semantics of what Bobo said in Parliament that he's now getting ribbed for. It's a political witch hunt, man. It was ungentlemanly conduct in Parliament. I would give him that. I would do... I would say everything, all sorts in Parliament. That's why they would never get near it. But let's get near these dates when he was given his fucking Order of the Bath. Right, he was in the 2014 New Year Honours. So let's call it 2015, right? Jimmy Savile died in 2011, and the report came out in January 2013. Just over a year later, here you go, Keir Starmer, the guy that was in charge of the Crown Prosecution Service when they were doing the report and fucking trying to get all the dead ends, get all the dead bodies, the dead ends, when it came to Jimmy Savile shit. And Bobo Johnson knew what he was doing the other day when he said that in Parliament. He knew that fucking there would be some windy licking bastards out in the street like that. Paedophile. This guy was employed to do a job and he done his job. I'm not saying he's a fucking good guy for doing it. What was he meant to do? I don't know. I would be dictator by now if I was in those sort of circles, but that's only me. But this is what I do. And look, listen, he was a prick. I don't know. I know what I believe just by looking at the timeline and seeing how he was jumped up the ladder. Next thing you know, this guy who was alright, let's go and have a wee look at our man of the people. He's a lawyer. Fucking went to Oxford. Part of the Privy Council. Head of the Crown Prosecution Services. Right, let's see when that happened. 2008. Right, hold on. Let's just out of curiosity, right? So we know the dates of Jimmy Savile's death and when the report on Jimmy Savile came out and when any prosecution should have probably happened. You know, any time after 2011, when all this information started coming out in fucking groves, and when some cunt rocked up on Jill Dando's doorstep and shot her fucking point blank, assassin style, fucking in the forehead, I think it was, in the face. Whatever it was, I think they double tapped her and all that as well, just to make sure. Or quadruple tapped her. Then they fucking blamed the local windy liquor for fucking God knows how many years, who was a fucking Freddie Mercury lookalike or tribute act or something, I think. Then they let him out, give him fucking millions or thousands or whatever pounds of compensation. Just pulling money out left, right and centre and making this whole fucking shitstorm go away in one big fucking other shitstorm. You know, it's a bit like what Bobo Johnson's doing right now. You get rid of the Partygate, you know. It's like Bobby Jinky. Knock it by them. Bobo Johnson hasn't got the pace, so do you see him play rugby and knock a cunt suit and all that? It was good fun. Hold on, McVicker. Need to manage my... oh, right, squirrel. Let me focus here. What was I talking about there? Shouldn't have looked at that there. Right, hold on. Spaceballs, Spaceballs, Spaceballs all the way, Spaceballs all the way. I quadruple tapped her. Then they fucking blamed the local windy liquor for talking about Barry George, I believe his name was. I love being in Spaceballs, man. You can actually rewind. Now. I don't know if anybody gets that fucking joke, but if they do, they'll fucking love it. Alright, Pontiac. Alright, McVicker, how you doing, my man? I don't know if I said to you hello already. So Barry George, aye. So Barry George got double tapped. And that's just the tip of the iceberg about fucking the shitstorm that happened in 2011. So let's go and look when this guy was Sir Keir There's a starmer somewhere in the sky. He's trying to pretend he's left wing, but he's clear right wing. It's a fucking pie. That's not on the album yet. It's a work in progress. Right, but let's go and do some time dancing with this, man. I love doing this. It fucking entertains me. So I'm entertained. I'm all good. And who does this? Kieran that's the Starmer. Right. So it's the director of the Crown Prosecutor. 2008. So just as the shit about... No. Until 2013. Jimmy Savile dies in 2011. The report comes out 2013. And then Keir Starmer's like, jobs are good shit. Time to put my feet up. I want an easy ride, motherfucker. Okay, who caught it? Oh no, it'd have probably been fucking Prince Charles. Now, you're safe to say that Prince Charles was a good friend. I can't. What does Prince Charles sound like? I don't know what Prince Charles sounds like. They all sound the fucking same. They all sound like fucking Keir Starman. Right? So he's in charge of the whole operation of CPS when they fail to prosecute anybody or anything over Jimmy Savile. Bobo Johnson mentions that in fucking Parliament and everybody's jumping all over him. Now, I know most people will get caught up in their hatred for Bobo Johnson and what a wank he is and all that shit. Me, I'm like, why? What's happening? Who's doing it and for what reason? And then you look around and there's a fucking witch hunt in the Labour Party to replace, and the Conservative Party to replace them, just as there was previously for Corduroy Corbyn. And when you get rid of Corbyn, who did you get? Stammer. At least fucking Corbyn was clearly left wing. Anyway. So, there's a little timeline of this guy's shit in the CPS. So that's the smoke through the... That's through the smoke screen of what they're saying about fucking Jeremy Corbyn right now. Then... Fucking hell, man. I just wish... No, I don't... Oh shit, right. I know there's always an easy way to do it. So they're talking about like Labour centralists, and what's the point of having a Labour Party if they're not left wing? I mean, like, in all seriousness, what the fuck is point of having a left wing party if it's ruled with somebody in the centre? Tony Blair is a good example. That guy was such a good. Well, he was like the PR and all that shit behind him and all that was brilliant, wasn't it? Things can only get better. Can only get better. And well, I don't know. Anyway, so let's move on to Little Hitler. AKA Little Sturgeon. Now, I just started getting shit. Oh no, hold on, I forgot to talk about this. I listen to a lot of Talk Sport. Right? I even listen to some talk radio who are always on about going against the cancel culture and all that, right? And this guy gets caught doing what he done. Now, me personally, I could never do that to an animal. I think it's atrocious what he done, and people shouldn't act that way towards animals. But when people do that, I try and because I witnessed my dad train my dog when I was a young boy. It wasn't pretty, man. Do you know what I mean? It's an older in the UK. It's an older generation's way of thinking animals, and we're pussified here in the UK when it comes to pets and all that. You know, people can't even dare to think of the fucking fact that you kill a chicken to fucking eat it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's not pre-packaged in the fucking supermarket, they can't go near it. It's a disconnect for your food, right? That's not what I'm talking about, right? But long story short, I'll get this over and done, because we'll bore people with fucking shit for fucking football. But people in the UK will be disturbed with that. Ah, you fucker. Anyway, I need to sort my moose out. Right, now this guy comes as French. He came from Saint Etienne. Now, I didn't dig back any further than that. I'm going to stab in the dark, right? The French don't have much respect for fucking animals as we do, right? He may or may not come from an African community in France, which may or may not have less respect for animals than we do. He comes over here to the UK, he's got a cat, and he's acting absolutely atrociously at it from the UK and our progressive point of view. Now, I know everybody out there that's against the cancel culture and all that is asking for this guy to get fucking get sacked and all that. You get jailed. Some people are calling for him to get jailed for kicking a cat. Get a fucking grip, folks. Get a priority. I mean, I'm not saying promote this as positive behaviour. It certainly isn't. And then I hear a lot of people interpreting the video a lot different from me. First time I watched it, I watched it with the volume down, and I thought that the cat was attacking them, right? And back in the old days, if a cat or an animal attacks you, you rattle it back, and that's how it learns. Right? I've witnessed this in my life. It's not my attitude. I've not got it in me to treat animals like that. But I've witnessed it, and I don't condemn people for having that attitude. It's what they were born and bred with. You show them who's fucking boss, right? Then I heard it with the volume up, and I seen that the guy was like pure laughing and all that, and beating up the fucking chasing it and shit. It's like, fuck's sake, mate, that's fucking brutal. And then I find out, I'm like, how the fuck did that footage get out? And it's him and his brother put it out in Snapchat, and his wee boy's in it as well. And I'm like, these people obviously see fuck all wrong with that. They see it as a fucking stupid animal. I'm not saying that's the attitude I have. It's not an attitude I share. But it's the attitude they have. And unless you want to turn into a fucking Hitler and start rounding up people that have different attitudes to use, well, get a fucking grip. It's a fucking animal. It's a puppy! Right? And again, I can't explain myself clearer. But honestly, I can't fucking... I couldn't listen to the radio today when I was doing my bits and bobs and my penny on, baking my bread. Because what they were doing is going, oh, you poor fucking cat, the police should be sent round. The police have turned around, they're starting to investigate. The guy kicked the fucking cat. We interviewed the cat, it had nothing to say. Do him for assault against the cat. Oh my god, man. People shit go to fucking shit when there's animals involved in this country. Anyway, rant over. And I love animals, man. I just fucking understand. I think there's a pecking order. Right, let's get a little Ziggle the sturgeon. You have to do that, otherwise the SNP police come round and arrest you. So you need to pay homage to our dear leader. There shall only be one. Do you not know that? There shall only be one. She is Highlander. Right? Why do you think I bought a sword? It's to protect myself against her. See when she comes running, it go. Then we'll get on the roof. Can't wait, man. Been in training for months. But anyway, there shall only be one. But so Little Hitler, head of the Scottish Nationalist Party, and I'll explain why I call her Little Hitler. As not only because of her dictatorial fucking ways in Scotland, not only because Scotland slipped into a political dictatorship. When you support anything other than the SNP, there's fucking crowds of fucking idiots with fucking soul tires round them like that. And we see you Jimmy hats fucking try to browbeat you. We're better than you, your attitude is you're the fucking give me a break, man. I'm not fucking trying to slam my shit down your throat, so let it exist and I'll let you exist, you fucking idiot. Take your costume to another boozer. I went down in those crowds well. Nicola Sturgeon! The fish I wouldn't fondle. Fuck that one up, but it's in there anyway. Scottish National Party. Now again, the whole premise of this show is: are there any like real their inception, what they were sold to you, the people as? Is there any real parties or politicians around? If there's no real parties, there's no real politicians, because these are the dummies that are getting in charge of these parties. But they're getting there, then they're like, yeah, fucking ha, riding the expenses and shit. You know, no wonder they vote for bigger government. Every fucking chance they get. Scottish nationalism. An honourable pursuit, I would argue. Anyway, it began in the 1920s. Long story short, if you go and look at the absolute genesis of the Scottish national movement, which is kinda the SNP of today. It was two movements that amalgamated. The movement was kinda started in Glasgow University around the debate team and stuff, and then it grew from there to its current incantation. I should actually... Here we go. The National Party of Scotland. This was pre-SNP. 1928. Glasgow University Scottish National Association. I'm just trying to date the earliest because it goes back to the very early. So it was the Scottish Party joined together with the National Party of Scotland, the NPS. NPS contested there's an earlier date. But you can see here it's kind of origins and history. Let's see if I can. Sorry. Brilliant stuff, this. But so around the 1920s, 1930s, talking about the Great Fear earlier on. Right, the Scottish National Party. As I said, I kind of was started to get this shit together, then I had to feed myself and whatnot. So I will freestyle. But the Scottish National Party, founded in 1930, in its original incantation, modern day, 2022, it's managed to get Scotland its own parliament, devolve powers, pushing for independence, and is now in its modern incantation. Initially it was sold to you as Scottish independence. Now in its modern incantation, and its name, Scottish National Party, still getting sold to you to sell you Scottish nationalism, but it's going to take your sovereignty back from one union, the Union of Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland, whatever way you want to split it, all that jazz. Great Britain, the United Kingdom, a union of countries. One union, it wants to devolve its sovereignty, get all its powers back, just to go like that, poof, and float over to Brussels. Where is the nationalism in that? There is no nationalism in the SNP. It's a fucking smokescreen for fucking pro-EU motherfuckers. And that's my point. If it was Scottish national, and I've had, like, I remember having this argument with those particular cape-wearing SNP crusaders that I was talking about. Any fucking political thing going, they'll turn up. I was having a conversation with a big bunch of them. So it's dead intimidating. You're standing there, plodding your ground with your opinion, and there's about 40 of them already dead angry with their CU Jimmy hats and fucking capes on and all that. And I'm saying what I'm saying, and secretly I can see what they're saying. They're thinking, he's a fucking Rangers fan, unionist, God save the Queen fucking motherfucker. And what I'm saying in my head is like that. Fuck off and watch Braveheart, you dumb fucks. They'll go home and go, oh, Mel Gibson, oh, give me some freedom. Oh, Mel Gibson, oh. Do you know when you go into the toilets in the Scottish Parliament, they've got Braveheart playing and fucking LCD screens all over the place? That may or may not be true. But I'm standing my ground with those motherfuckers, and I'm like, it's no national, it's not independence, it's not independence. I'm saying what I'm saying here, and they're like, but if you could, and I'm like, well, show me it. It's not happening. Anyway, plus, understand who's in charge in the union. And it's motherfucking Mother Scotland, motherfuckers. But that also may or may not be... Oh, fucking hell, man. I fucking need a moose loose about this hoose. I didn't eat... there we go. Right, okie dokie, so... Okie dokie, pig in a pokey. Right, right, so let me show you why I call her Little Hitler, or one of the other reasons, apart from her being a little fucking dictator cow. And of course you can't... Of course, women want equal rights, but when they're fucking acting like fucking dictatorial maniacs, you can't call them names like you would maybe a man, because they would have the balls to fucking take it. Like Bobo Clown Johnson. Right, what am I thinking of here? SNP leader, Nazi sympathiser. Oh, right. So, this is the reason Nicola Sturgeon gets you to Zeke out. See in a couple. See if she gets. How many referendums do these fuckers want to push for? This is a once in a generation Braveheart. Once in a generation until Braveheart 2. Once in a generation opportunity. Once in a generation opportunity. Right, okay, right, we've had our opportunity now. So what's happening? Well, we want to do it again. These fuckers. Anyway, so this was only back in I love pointing at this shit. This is only back in 2005. So the former SM... Oh shit, this locks you up. The SMP, the Scotsman fuckers. They... So, I'm basing not only because the SNP are dictators who have moved us into a political dictatorship, a police dictatorship, trying to move us to be, trying to use Braveheart and nationalism, see what Nigel Farage is doing down in England. Using nationalism, dumbed down fucking nationalism, to stir up the popular eye for their political goals. That's what Little Hitler and the SNP fucking Nazi bastards are doing. And everybody up here, because of Mel Gibson and fucking Braveheart, are stupid, fucking see it. Or all your Hun bastards. And by Huns, I'm talking about your Celtic fans. Oh no, hold on, I got that run the wrong way. They're the Fenians, aren't they? Oh no, hold on, wait. They were the fucking Nazis supporting bastards in World War II as well. Hitler! You want to fucking fill up some of your submarines? Oh, dirty Tina turd! Come on down and have a Guinness, Hitler. Come on, down this way, Hitler. Come on down to my land. I'll fill up the submarine for you, Hitler. Hun bastards. Oh no, they call us the Huns, but they're the Fenians and the Huns mixed in. It's a crazy mixed up world. It's a very, very... It's weird up here, man. Honestly, Celtic fans call us the Huns, and they're the ones that were sucking Hitler's dick during World War II. So, are they referring to a particular type of Hun? A Hun from a particular tribe? Or are they just being dumb leprechaun bastards? Dirty Tina turd, top of the morning to you'd never know. Oh God. Stay out the chat, and all that. Well, so there's some things to think about. There must be actually an article we can open. bombshell file. I remember, here's all the files that were locked up under the secrecy of Freedom Act. I don't know. I'm trying to concentrate and I can't do it. You wee fucker. Let me fucking click it. You fucking spaz. All options. You can see me doing it and it's not letting me do it. It's a deep straight fucking right. Fuck off him. Oh shit, it opened there, didn't it? Oh, bastard. SNP leaders' secret Nazi plot. Laid bare by bombshell MI5 dossier. It's brilliant, isn't it? And then if somebody puts up a banner down in Glasgow Green referring to little Hitler as being Hitler or a Nazi, I can't remember what one, she gets Super Police Force Scotland to start investigating it as some sort of fucking crime, to point to the fact that MI5 fucking thought these motherfuckers were plotting with the Irish and the fucking Nazis against Churchill. But aye, so that's little Hitler's party for you. So feel free to call them Nazi bastards and point to that, because they're Nazi bastards. And that's no me saying that, that's MI5. And I've seen James Bond. They're always right. Right, so I think that's about all the piss I want to talk about. So that's why there is no real parties, no real politics, no real politicians. It's all a show. Oh shit. Well, good. Get back to that. It's all a show, and right now, it's all a show put on just like the Greek tragedies. That's what I was looking for. Right. I'm enjoying talking piss, so let me talk a little more. Right. So let's go back. Not maybe not to the start, but one of the most earliest referenceable examples of the people in the Acropolis using media, let's say, or other means to control the populace for political purposes. And this was the Greek tragedy, plays, theatre, parties, political parties, form of theatre. Let's see, must fucking point to what they were used for. There's Dionysus, Bacchus, the queen of, is it wine and debauchery, or am I getting mixed up? Let me see. Maybe should have. We'll turn enough on it. Well, I won't bore you when we're trying to find something worth actually doing. Right, it's nearly 11 o'clock. I'm going to do the off shortly. Chill out for a wee bit before bedtime. I've had fun. Hope you guys have as well. And something a wee bit different to think. Something a wee bit different to think about, isn't it? And a few other wee things that I don't know. It's worthwhile. It's useless information, I suppose. Right, let me see. What use is a computer without a mouse? Useless. Alright, blazing, who cares? Looting lion. Rawr. Meow. Alright, Pontiac. McVicar, how you doing? Can I start calling you the Claw, mate? Looting lion, do you hate your nation? Oh god, man. I'm an NPC. What nation would that be, mate? The nation of Hustonia? I love my nation. Long live Hustonia! Long live Wakanda! You see, we've been saving Wakanda, we've been hiding it in the jungle. McVicar, man, I'm nearly done the fucking Marvel challenge. Long live Wakanda! I am the White Panther from Hustonia. See, that's what Hustonia really is. Secretly set up with S.H.I.E.L.D. to house high technology to fight the future coming alien race. See, what we don't realise about the New World Order rounding us all up like sheep is to get us together to unite to fight Thon. I don't know, is next week not Valentine's? When's Valentine's, man? No, it's the 14th or something, fuck. Need to Google that. Looting lion, man, do you know how much of a robot you sound like? Why don't you take your jab? Why don't you talk about how bad Biden is? Why don't you keep out the migrants? Why don't you rinse and repeat and say something else? No, mate, have you just discovered if we the same pet? Why, aye, man. Well, you need to go and check out See old Jimmy Neal that's in it, man. Is it Jimmy Neal? I'm having fucking flashbacks. It's Jimmy Neal, isn't it? Right, so I've put into here, I'm pretty sure it's got to be on the YouTubes. If you put into YouTube's Jimmy Neal and crocodile shoes, man. Crocodile shoes. Crocodile shoes. Best shit ever, man. Best country and western singer for here in Newcastle. Anyway, let's have a look at some of these other. Keep taking your jabs. Do you know what I've recently discovered? Well, no, in fact, I've not recently discovered. I recently discovered there was a new series out in early December. But it's do you remember Jimmy Neal Punk? Oh, crocodile shoes. Anyway, I'd recently discovered It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh my god, man. I don't know if it's fucking my fart machine or what. But I've been pissing myself. I've had to close my living room door in case somebody fucking chaps on my front door, man, thinking there's somebody getting murdered in here. I'm rolling about in laughter. Some of the shits fucking have been hilarious, man. Right, that was it was good fun, y'all. Make sure you thumbs it up if you're watching it and enjoying it and had a good giggle and enjoy what I do. Because next week I'm going to save the planet. Next week I'm going to save the world. See, next week, if you tune in next week, I will tell you the secrets of the Illuminati, which will eventually stop the agendas. All of them, just all in one. It's one big, great agenda stopper. It's like the gobstopper of agenda stoppers. And it's just to stop every agenda. It's called nuclear bombs. No. Aye, Pontiac, man, that Sunny in Philly's fucking hilarious, man. Really enjoyed it. I'll be honest, right? See, since pandemic's hit, the vast majority of the shite I watch is all deliberately goofy, crappy, fucking dumbass comedies. And I'm talking like I've fucking binged on Adam Sandler. I'm never a fan of Adam Sandler. I liked a couple of his early ones, then I was like, no, he's just a dumb fucking clown. And since pandemic, I'm like, no, I get he's clowniest. See if you want to switch your head off and watch people like it's like Itchy and Scratchy. You know, see if you want Itchy and Scratchy, turn on Adam Sandler. Who's that other guy? Who's Elf? There's so many famous people whose names I don't know. Does that mean they're famous? I don't know. Elf. I've been that dude anyway. That's an elf. Oh, those stupid ass films. And there's so many of their actors that I like, kind of recognise their faces, but I don't know their names. Pontiac, you've probably heard of this. If you like, if you just saying pet, you would like Only Fools and Horses, mate. In fact, Only Fools and Horses is like 10 times the programme. If we just saying pet is, to be honest. Aye, Sandler's funny as fuck, man. It's just dumbass slapstick stuff. I like it. Happy Gilmore, and that's enough. Punk, that's the way I used to be. Like a Happy Gilmore in the golf one. If that is Happy Gilmore, I'm not sure. But then, when pandemic hit and I was looking for just Like, you know, like comedies, you don't even need to follow the storyline. You can like fucking fall asleep for 5 minutes, wake up, and still fucking laugh at the crap. Last Man on Earth. I don't know if I've watched that. It rings a bell. I did watch The Angriest Man in Brooklyn the other night, which was an old, what do you call him, Robin Williams film. Pretty sure he's dead now, isn't he? Pretty sure he died a couple of years ago or something. Or like a couple of years pre-pandemic, so probably 4 years ago now. Open all hours, Ronnie Barker. Oh, you know, Only Fools Pontiac. That's a big favourite over here in the UK, man. But see, by the end, see when this pandemic comes to a complete stop, man, I'm going to cancel my Netflix. How would I completed it? It's like Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I've fucking beat the final boss. Or at least... oh god. At least I'm getting there. Right. That is 11 o'clock, man. I can't believe it's that late. It's way by my bedtime. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Stick a wee thumbs up if you enjoyed the bullcrap. I fully intend in doing another show next Tuesday. Life might get in the way and stuff, you know. As with everybody, there's a lot of crap going on during the pandemic with everybody and all that shit. I noticed as well earlier on that I had my mic turned up full. Sorry for blasting your ears. Some cunt should have fucking sent me a Skype or something, or did they? Right, yo, have a good one. I think I've said hi to everybody if I haven't. And tune in next week. Or on Friday, maybe? No. Clips! Remember, citizens, the only way to survive and thrive is to subscribe and hit the bell. All will be well. Pay Alex Jones $9.95. Will keep you out of hell. Catchy!